wasn't going to buy any more cars. I was going to spend the money on the cars I've got. I was going to be sensible and not buy any more cars. Also addicts. Bugger. So what then have I just bought? This is a 1987 Isuzu Piazza Turbo. I know you've never heard of it, most people haven't, but that's what it is. Currently I believe there are 12 on the road and 60 on sawn, this being one of the ones that's currently sawn. And it's been off the road for 7 years. So that's a bit of a project, but I've wanted one of these since I was a kid. King's Garage in the village I grew up in had one of these and a Subaru XT in the showroom, and I loved them. But these come up so rarely that when this came up I had to buy it. I wasn't going to buy any more cars, but I had to buy it. So let's show you around it. It's Giugiaro styled, same as the DeLorean, same as the Scirocco and several other things. We won't go into all of them. He did have off days. It replaced the 117 and was ultimately basically replaced by the Calibra, Vauxhall Calibra. It's a 2 litre turbo engine, about 150 brake, 165-ish pound-feet. And I love them, and they're incredibly quirky. The first thing you'll notice is the headlights. They have these almost pointless flaps on them. Let's show you. Ridiculous, I know, but I like it. Like a lot of cars of this period, there's plenty of glass area, single wiper. I love it, but it gets really quirky when we go inside. So inside, as you can see, it's an automatic. Would have preferred a manual, but as I said, these are so rare. And but we have these pods. You can adjust them. They're so perfect. So in the middle here, obviously we've got a clock, little storage bin, radio cassette, and a little cubby hole, and some of them there would have been a graphic equalizer down there. The auto box, and there, like a lot of Japanese cars, boot release, fuel release. Over on this pod we have the AC, all the ventilation, the wipers, washers, fan, etc. And on this pod, cruise control, rear demist, hazards, fog lights, cancel, not sure what that one is. I'm guessing there's something to do with, not sure, we'll come back to that. Your indicators are here. Your lights, full beam and flash, and your cruise control here. You have your air vent that comes out, because why not? We have obviously mirror controls, your window controls. We have an ashtray and a cigarette lighter, a 12 volt port. in both doors. Glove box, plenty of ventilation. The seats, I think, are very nicely sculpted seats. This is a 2+2. And what you can do, so obviously the seats fold down, but they also, don't know how well this is coming up over, you can also recline them. You can see there they're different. So, limo-like luxury. Mat nets in the back. In the boot, we have boot stuff. A little light, not very interesting. Taking the magnificence of the rear. The lights were changed the year after this, and they lost the black bit in the back. Little cubby boxes in the doors. Let's look at the engine. But there we go, there's the engine. 2 litre turbo. Typically Japanese, really. Not that you can see it from your angle, there's a little bit of rusting on that wing over there, inner wing, that will need dealing with. A few little blisters around the car, but nothing major. I don't think it will take too much to get back on the road. Obviously the big question is the engine. It's been laid up for 7 years, but let's see how it runs. The start wasn't brilliant, and there's a little bit of a knock there. I'm not sure if that's engine or idler pulley or something. I haven't really determined yet, but I've only just got the car, so we'll look into that further later on. But for now, bring it around the other side. Obviously it needs a good service. You can see it's had a coolant leak at some point. It's hunting a bit, but as I said, it's been off the road for years, so it'll need a good service. But we will see. That then when it was last taxed, 2014. So there we have it. There's my new project. Time will tell whether I've bought a lemon. I hope not, obviously, but whatever happens, you'll be along for the ride. So, I'll see you in a future video when we can find out a bit more. Ta-da!